sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
On first down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Fields on 1st down.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. That catch good for only a couple.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again is Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
I'm coming at home. I'm coming after you.
Fields now to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second and goal, Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Three yards remain for second down.
First target, first catch at a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 39, Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18, tied for second in receptions, fifth in receiving yards, added all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
And again, it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go.
Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Out to throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. One play action. Fields. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Sheds off the tackle. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on second down. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming.
Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Fields throwing again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. First down and much more here for Jones. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Mike 51, better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On first down, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
45
They'll go again to Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Fields on 1st down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Fields.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields.
That's complete to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Throwing again is Fields.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Here's a diving catch right side. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Again, it's Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Chris Barnes gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field. Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields under pressure. They got him again.